Hello, folks. Welcome in. All right, let me get everything set up and ready to go. I'm going to start on Prizm because it's the only thing that's full. All right, let me get the mini names out for that. I'm taking my jumper off because I'm hot.
You're hot because you've been doing everything and anything today, mate. So that's very fair.
That is true. This is me, my element, though. I love being busy.
It's been good, mate. G1 took me through a couple of things yesterday, prepared just in case you couldn't do it, and it's just been good to see you just bang everything out, man. I've had to sit back and relax. It's been good.
There we go. Bang.
Evening stocks.
Stocks, how are you, sir? All right, I'll put these names in here. We'll run the mini, and then we'll be balling. Two left in FIFA Select now, folks. Literally two mains, and both discounted. They're both discounted. I'll show you that. We've got the name who I can't pronounce. Agawoa. I think that's close. FC Porto, $39 now. K League, 14's in there for 45. Go get those last two mains. We can rip select after we do Prizm. All right, mini to close. Let's run it. The mini names are already out. What am I talking about? Maybe I can't even remember at this point. Can't even remember. All right, here we go, folks. 50-50 combo mini for Endrick and friends. This closes up Prizm. Ivan, you're up top. Sean on the bottom. Top six win. Good luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Joey, Ivan, Michael, Zushi got in. Roman's in. There's our top six. Show you guys we win it up. All right. Joey, Endrick, Savino, Ivan, you got Pedri or Yazabal. Michael, Saka Rice, and the rest of you got teams in Prizm. Bring you guys up here. Do that, and that. All right. That is Prizm, folks. I will put it in alphabetical order and chuck it in the Facebook. Here we go. Can you see that well enough? I think you can. 33. Yeah, that's fine. All right, I'll put this in the Facebook, folks, and Matty will get stuck in when he's ready. 4804. Hey. Okay, there we go.
All right. There we go. Sorry if I took over the screen. G2.
No, that was what I wanted you to do.
Is that what you wanted me to do?
Yes, it is.
Good. Look at us go, mate. Like smooth operators over here. Friends, I've been wanting to break this all freaking week. I've been so pumped. Just been sitting here in my office waiting to go. The first 8 boxes of the case were okay. I think we hit a gold, black gold, but no case hit as of yet. So here we go. Also, apologies. You can see a little bit of behind the scenes. I've been playing with my cam setup all day. I've changed it over to HDMI, but it just meant that I had to be a bit more cautious with the cave link. So this is a tonight problem. Tomorrow we'll have new cables. We'll be good. What boxes are better, the Priz or the other stock? It's a good question. I mean, they're both pretty solid, to be honest. This is obviously just EPL, but we are chasing the case hits now, so there's probably a nicer chance to hit them. So yeah, I think Select's maybe slightly bigger from a expense wise, but yeah, some nice cards in this as well. Kicking us off with Fractal, and behind him we have a Gabriel Jesus for Arsenal, and base behind that. I am going to be extra slow for the first couple tonight, just as I be careful of my cables and also be careful that I don't reveal any case hits. Ooh. Is that? It's a bit of black going on here. Before we get to that, though, we have Anthony Gordon for Newcastle. Let's skip. I think that might be a Genesis. Is it? Genesis is this? Let's have a look behind the Anthony Gordon. It's not a rookie. Dwight McNeil for Everton. Whew. That's the Genesis, I think. Sick looking card. Oh, my battery has just died, isn't it? Or is it okay? I've got a message. Oh, here we go. 2 seconds. Sorry, let me just fix this. I might need to change my battery. You there, G2?
Yeah, your battery's dead.
Yeah, give us 2 secs.
All good.
I'm glad that happened after I revealed the card. That's the thing, though, with this freaking camera. It never actually tells you that the camera's battery's dying. Or at least I can't see it anyway. Here we go. Yeah, we're back.
It is a bit of a pain.
I haven't changed anything. I didn't even slave it, lads. I was getting right into it. This is what happens, though. The boys stay away. Things are going to go a little bit crazy. Dwight McNeil in the Genesis. Nice little short print. And before I forget, the Anthony Gordon in the blue for Newcastle, 268 of 299. How was Aces tonight?
Bandit Aces was great. We got a Luka Doncic Luka Doncic auto from Prizm Deca. Green shimmer. It was low numbered. I can't remember what it was to. Very good.
Talisman in the Solanke, and behind him we have a Gabriel for Arsenal again. Don't get me started. I'm never ending up on Reddit, lads. Never ending up on Reddit. We have a white and purple of Amad Diallo for Manchester United, and behind him, Diego Dalot for Man United also. Base behind. Sorry, the white and purple was 64 to 92. What spot did you hit in the mini? I don't have the mini numbers up. G2, can you answer that?
Yes, I can. I'll send you the results. Nice.
Cheers, mate. We have a Fractal Cameron Archer, and behind him a Cody Gakpo in the cracked ice for Liverpool. Base behind. Fractal is just a base. Or it's actually silver, sorry. How's everyone's weekend, lads? Thanks, Joe. Next pack, we have... Oh, we've been waiting for it. We do have a case hit. I will save that for last. Let's see if I can do this properly. We have a Leslie Udachukwu. That's probably not how to say that, for Southampton in the silver. Behind him, we have a blue, which is Dwight McNeil for Everton. And behind that, we do have case hit Magna. I'm going to try not to reveal it. Doesn't look... Oh, there's an arm. Anyone read that? Enzo Fernandez for Chelsea in the Magna. They are such sick looking cards.
That's sick.
Who has the Enzo for Chelsea? Where's Fernandez on the Chelsea checklist? Enzo and the Chelsea others, is it?
Yeah, Chelsea others, I think.
Chelsea others, bang. Chelsea others, which is Michael Anderson. That is killer. Oh, of course, it's going in a bloody one touch. Sorry, 2 seconds. Got too excited. I've been waiting all week for that manga. They are such sick looking cards. The design this year is so much better than previous years, hey? Well, previous years for EPL. Whew. Sick looking cards. Sorry, Nico. Look, it's still a nice card. It's not for yours. I'm sorry, mate, but there's still plenty of cards to come, and that's the best thing about this break because we do have potentially a couple of case hits to be hidden. Next up, we have Fireworks, Phil Foden. Behind him, we have João Felix for Chelsea, and base behind that. Yeah, I don't even know if the Enzo is on my checklist here for the others. I've got his CV. Behind this next pack, we have our auto by the looks of things. We have Jolinton for Newcastle United. And behind that, let's get this one to spin around. Auto. Upside down. Gianfranco Zola for Chelsea. Chelsea goes bang again. Who has Zola for Chelsea? That one goes to the Zola spot, which is Ben. Ben, that is yours, mate. Sick little card. Yeah, the only other magna I'd seen in real life is who was it I hit in the first couple of weeks? It was a Gareth Bale, I think it was. It was sick. Nico, come on, mate. You still love me. Come on, surely. Sorry, did I just smash the camera? This setup I'm not loving it, I'll be honest. Just got to do it for one night. I immediately went on Amazon today to order a bunch of new cables so I don't have to be in this weird position. We have a silver Carlos Baleba and base behind. How's your night been so far, Nico, apart from the break, obviously, mate? We have a red. Our red goes to Vitali Janlet for Brentford, and behind him we have Alejandro Garnacho in the cracked ice. The red was numbered 124 of 199. Saunders, that's the hope, man. Surely there is a big 101 coming tonight, surely. I'm changing this camera setup for the second break. I hate it. First up, we have a Cody Gakpo, and behind him we have Callum Hudson-Odoi for Nottingham Forest. Oh, mate. Nico, we smashed out some takeaway pass before, and it was very good. We have a blue in the cracked ice for Andre for the Wolves. Behind him, we do have a silver Cole Palmer. The blue of Andre is 6 of 75. Nice little Cole Palmer in the silver too. Box 1 done. 1 case hit down. Could be a couple more to come. I also had to rearrange my recycling bin today, which tell you what, when you break, the amount of cardboard that you go through. And I've only been doing a couple of nights, so I don't know what the lads' houses would be like, but it's been pretty wild here. Sorry, mate. Well, to be fair, we probably have very similar minds at times as well. First up, we have a silver Matty Cash and base behind Matty Cash. To be fair, mate, it's still technically like my first week, so give me a little bit of a break, brother. I've learnt from the House of Tino, and I'd also like to chat as well. We have our auto in this box. We also have a melancholic for Everton. Behind him, we do have our auto. The auto is red. Manchester United. David Beckham in the club legends. Bang. Who has Beckham? Leon Fleck. Leon, there is our case here. That is sick.
Nicely
Love the
done.
Becks. Love it.
Banging it.
I knew these packs would deliver. That's a sick Becks. Sorry for all the others chasing their auto.
One thing that you picked up way quicker than I ever did was like knowing what cards to mag. I was useless with that. Like I just mag everything.
Look, to be honest, I've been lucky that the cards that I've hit I've known. Yeah. That is a sick Bex. If I'm not getting told off for being slow, which has happened every break, to be fair, I'm getting told off for my name pronunciation. I feel like every breaker starts off the same way, though. It's really hard because, yeah, you get a silver Mads Hermansen and then base behind. Because you want to chat, you want to talk, but also the more you talk, the more you're distracted, the more you don't actually open the cards and talk about the cards. So it's trying to find that balance.
Yeah, it's a fine balance to get.
Cheers, Ian.
You distracted with the bozos in the chat.
Correct. We have a blue Toby Collier for Man United, and behind Tobes we have a Daniel Munez for Crystal Palace in the cracked ice. The blue is numbered 13 of 75. I also just feel like, and I'm absolutely the same here as well. Our minds are just so used to now like the TikTok world or the whatnot world where we're just so quick. Everything needs to be done in like 7 seconds. So anything that takes a little bit longer, we just struggle. Ben White, Arsenal in the cracked ice. I find myself, because I certainly have elements of ADHD and I get distracted so quickly. So anything that goes longer than 20 minutes, I certainly fall off a little bit. First up, we have a red Marcos Senesi for Bournemouth. And behind that, we have Nick Pope for Newcastle United in the silver. The red Marcos Senesi was numbered 33 of 49. Cody Kakpo in the fractal, and behind him we have Rodrigo Munez. Night Bandy, appreciate it, mate. No, we shouldn't be too far away tonight, I don't think. My pace is kicking up. We've got a blue Jorginho for Arsenal, and behind that we have a Thomas Sucher for West Ham United. The blue was 12 of 299. How was the card show today, Bandy? Oh, mate, rip. We have our auto by the looks of things. I may have spoiled the team. Sorry for those that saw. Ruben, sorry, it's not an auto. It's just a silver, backward silver. Ruben Diaz in the silver. Of course, we already had the auto. It's been a long day. Brain's getting a bit foggy. We have a red Ryan Christie for Bournemouth, and behind him we have Saka. The red Christie was 83 of 199. 2 backs to go in box 2. Oh, we have a snakeskin. Bernardo Silva for Man City. Sick Silva. Who has Bernardo Silva in Man City? Josh. Witty, mate. That is yours. Sick card. And behind him, we also do have an Everton in the silver too. Killer snakeskin. Not numbered, but nice little short print. Hey, Keith. No, well, you've got the snakeskin, mate. So you've got at least one noise so far. So that's coming up. And hopefully there's a few zebras that come out. Just for you. And I'll make him even more seductive for you tonight, Keith. Because I know that's what you want, my friends. We have a blue James Hill, and behind that we have a silver James Garner for Everton. The blue James Hill was numbered 91 of 299. Silent, how are you, my friend? 2 boxes down. Let me just quickly sort my trays a touch. Two boxes to go. Keithy, what's the time over there, mate? It must be getting late, early? I always get confused on what the time is over in the States. It's one of the weirdest boxes I've ever opened. Max, mate. If you want to be here for the stream, Max, and just keep reminding people you've said that, I would love you, my friend, forever. But I will be going a bit slower for Select. This is my first time opening that product, so I will be definitely taking it easy. We have a orange, I think. Orange Matty Cash Matty. Not numbered, just the orange there. And base behind. Yeah, I feel like for Select, Max, I definitely will be going a touch slower. We have a checkerboard of Oliver Skip for Leicester, who has Leicester tree, and behind that we have base. The one thing I'm not used to yet, G, is the backwards cards, the upside down cards, and when and why they happen. I don't quite like every time it happens. I'm here's an auto, and then you forget about the fact you've already hit the auto.
Yeah, I relate to that.
Next up, we have silver of Pedro Porro for my Spurs, and behind that, a bunch of base. Yeah, so do I, Max. It's really hard, hey, because I mean everyone's obviously a bit different, so you have to try to find a way in between so everyone's happy. We have a blue Wes Burns, and behind Wes we have a silver Daniel Muniz, and behind that, a bunch of base. Yeah, it's funny. I've watched like a bunch of the big US breakers, and they're so high energy, so high and intense. 249 and 299, and I can't do it, my dude. Well, Max G2 is going to be with us all night, so he'll be spreading the love and the luck around for you, surely. We have a Fireworks Fractor in the silver for Matoma. That's sick for Brighton, unnumbered, but in the silver. And Jeremy Doku for Man City in the purple. Fireworks was just a silver but sick card, Matoma. Love it. Max G2 is currently putting together a little candlelight situation to bless your Germany other spot. Yerson Mosquera for the Wolves in the blue cracked ice, and behind him, Taiwo Awonyi for Nottingham. I am, for those who have enjoyed my pronunciation so far, I'm very nervous for Select. Very, very nervous for Select. Also very nervous about opening this pack because it's struggling to open up. And also normally I have Rod, and it's nice to have Rod around because he helps me with the names I struggle with. Tonight I have G2, who's just as bad as I am. We have a red, come on G, Crescencio Somerville for West Ham United, and Ramos Holland for Man United in the purple. The purple from memory is unnumbered, but the red Somerville will be numbered 156 of 199. Cheers, Maxi, mate. Hope you're having a good weekend. If anyone's watching the AFL, do you want to let me know kindly how my port boys are looking? We have a Fireworks Easy, and behind that we have a silver Leslie Oguchukwa. Not probably how you say his name. Base behind. Kicking us off next, we have a blue. It's a blue Ezzy again, bang. That will be numbered. It is 138 of 299, and Nikola Milinkovic for Nottingham Forest in the purple. Three packs to go in box 3. We have a orange Morgan Gibbs-White for Nottingham Forest, and behind him, base. We have a red Renato Vega for Chelsea, and behind that, a silver Tyreek Mitchell. $191 of $199. Last box of box 3. We have a checkerboard, Daniel Munoz for Crystal Palace, and behind him, base. Last box of the break. Come on. I want to see some fire. I've been waiting all week. These have been sitting on my desk, and I've been messaging Rodney, begging him for me to open this up. But also knew he was going to be away this weekend, so perfect timing, Saturday night. What more could you ask for? We have a red and a bit of colour behind that of Iliman Nadea for Everton, and behind him, that's just an orange, I think, an orange of Lloyd Kelly for Newcastle United, orange unnumbered, base behind. The red is 97 of 199. It is a Magna. It is one of the, it's an Enzo Fernandez. They are such sick looking cards, man. They've done such a good job with the design this year. We have a Jordan Pickford Fractal and a Jorgen Strand Larsen in the cracked ice for the Wolves, base behind. I think that I will just double check that Fractal. I did have an issue the other day where I didn't realize it was a gold. That was base. Kicking us off next, we have a silver, Alexi Iwobi, and behind him, bunch of base. Man, I'm contemplating buying one of the Heung-min Sons. We have a blue Gabriel Jesus, and behind Jesus we have Richarlison for the Spurs. Jesus is 268 of 299. Yeah, they're such nice cards, and they look really, really nice in real life as well. I'll get you a nice up close shot after, mate. But yeah, they look really nice. We have a Raul Jimenez in the Brilliance in the silver, and Calvin Bassey for Fulham behind him. Max, man, as a Tottenham fan, look, I think him leaving is the right call, but devastating too that it's happened. A white and purple of the Abdulia Decore, and behind him we have Ricardo Calafora. Yeah, it's the right move for him. It's probably also the right move for the Spurs, but it does hurt. It also hurts as someone who has a very big Heung-min Son PC, 55 of 92. But yeah, he's just such a good. Oh, that sorry, I just broke that. Too much protein today at the gym. Yeah, Max, it's funny. I was like, iffy if I wanted him over in the States, or if I was happy for him to go to like one of the other bigger teams. Kind of more so for my PC, to be honest. We have a Maximilian Kilman in the West Ham United, but I feel like LA is not a bad spot for him, and it's probably not so bad for the PC. I feel like with the World Cup next year, cards in the States should pick up. Hopefully the MLS players also pick up a little bit. We have Auto, I think. But before that, though, we have a Cracked Ice, Gabriel Jesus again. Some base. Chuck that base at the back. Where's this auto? Here we go. Was it even an auto? It might not be. It is. Cunha for the penmanship for the Wolves. Nice little auto. Matthias Cunha in the penmanship SIG.
Folks, I've double discounted the last two mains in Select, so go get it. The FC Porto spot's now $29, and K-League in 14 is 35. Go get those last two spots. We'll do Select next.
First up, we have a silver Andreas Pereira, and behind him, bunch of base. Had a massive son. Oh, mate, Max, my PC has taken a big hit in this off season in both NBA and EPL. I mean, the last couple of years it has. Got a big Harry Kane PC, got a big Heung-min Son. We have a blue Mikhail Antonio, and behind him we have Matty Cash Matty for Villa. Yeah, so Harry Kane, and then Heung-min Son, and then Mark Williams for Charlotte. Every player I seem to collect, mate, just goes. The Antonio is 51 of 299. 2 backs to go, folks. And then all the players that I do have that stick around are all injured. Silver Lewis Hall for Newcastle. Base behind him. One pack to go. Come on. We have a red Harry Wilson for Fulham, and behind Harry, we have a silver Amad Diallo for Man United. Base behind him. That, my friends, is the break. Congrats to all that hit. Quick little recap before we get those last 2 spots sold and select. Where do we go? We got the Genesis SP for Dwight McNeil. Nice little hit, Everton. We have the Bernardo Silva in the snakeskin for Man City. Zola, one of our nicest autos. We have the Cunha as well in the penmanship signatures too. And then 2 hits of the break, 2 hits of the case, to be honest. Let's start off with the Enzo in the Magna. That is a sick looking card. So you can see my bloody noggin in it, but look at that killer card. And behind that, we have club legends. Bend it like my boy David Beckham for Man United. Thanks for buying him. See you in Select.
Good stuff. Alrighty, folks. Last 2 mains in Select. Go get them. They're double discounted now. That's like a lot of money. It's a lot of money. $25 off the Agawa spot. And K-League is $20 off as well. What does this FC Porto spot have? It's got patch auto and artistic. I think it's his rookie. I think that's why. K-League has a bunch of autos, a bunch of inserts, a bunch of stuff. Go get it, folks. Cheap as chips. As soon as those fill, we'll get stuck into select. Go get it, folks. Bump the WhatsApp as well. FIFA is full. Thank you, folks. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Thank you, Nico. You're a weapon. You're an absolute weapon, Nico. All right, this is where you ended up in select. Put some boxes around this. There we go. That's where you ended up, folks. Let you look at that for a little minute whilst I put this in the Facebook land. 4803. I'll update the button as well. 4803. FIFA select. All right, Matty, you're free to take over whenever you want, sir. Trying to get you to war quicker. I love that, Nico. You have GOAT status in my book for that.
You could have given me at least a minute, Nico, to set up the break, mate. 1 second, folks. Let's get these boxes here for you. All right, let's do this. Last break of the night, folks. Thanks for sticking around. We need 6 boxes. Give me your lefts, your rights, your tops, your bottoms, whatever you want. First in, best dress. Let's get this done. We need 6. The best ones. I'll do my best. Top, bottom, right. Top, bottom, right. Fucking hell. What is it? It's 9:30. Everyone's had a few brews, I'm guessing, tonight. So maybe I'll pick I don't want to pick the numbers because I don't want to be the one in charge of this. If anyone's going to be in charge, it's going to be the chat or it'll be G2. It won't be me. Whilst you guys pick some numbers, I'm just going to get the names up for myself. Odds. Thanks, Witty. The right side, left, the right side, odds. How are we going to... Right side, left. Go to right, we go to left. Next one in gets it. Right or left, my friends. G2 sounds good. G2, give me a right or a left.
Right.
You can blame G2 if it goes poorly, friends. Breaker's choice, G2. Sorry, mate. I did that to you. Shouldn't have.
They're going to be happy with me when we hit a 1-1.
Okay, to be fair, Ryan went right as well, so we would have got right anyway. All right, lads, let's go. Select FIFA. Apologies in advance for any name mispronunciations. I will do my best. I have my boy G2 to help, but we are both the whitest fellas you ever see, so I can't promise they'll all be perfect. Oh. Very excited for this. We'll take it a little bit slower than Prizm if that's possible, but I'll try to go quick enough for those that want a quick break. A Florian Balogun for US men's, and behind him, Nicola Barella. So I'll get it a bit closer for you. Behind that, we have, our first patch. Didn't even feel it coming. Kai Havertz for Germany in the silver, and behind that, Harry Kane and our bases. That sleeve is the other way around. Nice little Kai Havertz. The blue, I think, may have been numbered 2. No, it's not. Blue's unnumbered. Max, come on. I need to take it slower so I can see what we have. So they all start backwards. We have a David Bex and Oi. What is that behind Bex? It's the base, the 2 behind, aren't they? I did see that actually on a break before. The base, and then behind that we have Lewinson for Olsen, and behind that we have Tijani Reinders for AC Milan. Behind that is just Spacer. So look at this bad boy. 21 of 75. Sweden, Isaac. I will do my best just for you, Keith, my friend. Well, this one feels skinny. We have a red Kobe Manu, and behind Kobe we have Unstoppable in the KDB silver. The Manu is also unnumbered. Keith, you have Sweden, others. All right, I'll do my best for you, bro. We have a red Saka, and behind that we have, is that one of the camos for Lorenzo Triana for AC Milan? Nice looking card. And then we have the equalizers, Jorgen Strand Larsen for Norway, and base behind. The red sucker is unnumbered. The camo, I think, from memory, is also unnumbered, but is a short. No, it's not. 5 of 135. Should have checked before I started speaking. Can you read all the names? Good practice. I'll try my best to read as many as I can, Narks, but I also know how much crap you guys give me when I read them. And if you also, Narks, here's the thing. Half the people want me to go quicker. Others want me to go slower. And if you want me to read out all the names, it's going to be crazy. Alessandro Bastoni, behind him we have a Coque for Atletico de Madrid, and behind him we have a Ousmane Dembele for France. Sick looking card. That is number 23 of 25. And we do have a patch behind him as well, Rodrigo de Paul as well for Argentina. Goodness me. Nice little pack. That Dembele is sick. I am Nark, you'd be happy to hear I did spend a lot of my day, the last couple of days. My YouTube is just non-stop how to pronounce players and words and everything, mate. That's one of the tie-dyes. Yeah, it's a 25. Sick looking card. Tie-dye Dembele, 23 of 25 for France. Who had France Dembele? I think that might be in the others, which is Ben. Nice looking card. Yeah, tie-dye Dembele. Kick off with our base. Mbappe. Behind Mbappe, we have Cole Palmer. Behind Cole, we have Jenny Katoma and a red Cole Palmer, red and blue, I think, for England. She's one of the red, white, and blues, I think. Unnumbered. Nark, is that you, Dembele? Is that in the other spot? Ben, is that you, my friend? It's hard when I don't know everyone's names yet as well, and everyone's usernames and names. Tijani Renders, we have Anthony Robinson, we have Saka. Behind Saka, we have Jeremy Frimpong, and behind Frimpong, we have another camo, Jan Oblek. That is sick, and we have it's a bit sticky. So there we go, got that rid of that. A pink, it is sideways, and it is Mateo Roteguai. A little bit of stickiness on that. Fix it up. That is 8 of 59. A lot of color in that pack. Love it. Well done, Ben. Yeah, that camo is a sick looking card. $53 of 135. Anyone have big plans for the weekend? Timothy Weah, Nico Gonzalez. We have a Kylian Mbappe. And behind Mbappe, we have Davide Fratesi and a blue Florian Wirtz. I'm Chad. All right, I'll do my best. The only ones I really recognize, Silent, are the likes of like Keith and anyone else that has their name in their username. Makes it a bit easier for me. We have an Isaac, followed by Alvaro Carreras and Nico Williams for Spain. Behind Nico, we have Lionel Messi for Argentina in the silver. And behind Messi, we have a Rodrigo de Paul in the unstoppable for Atletico de Madrid. Nice little silver Messi. The camo looks sick with the dark kicks. 3 packs to go. We have a Niklas Folkerog. We have a Can Uzon. Behind him, we have sideways Matteo Rotugwai. And behind that, we have Matteo Rotugwai again, this time up the right way. And Trent Alexander-Arnold. And behind him, we have a nice little spacer. G2 is going to bed after this, I'm guessing, Stocks. He's had a big day, my boy, and he's been driving the car behind it as well, because there's an L-plater currently at the wheel. David Raum for Germany, Latoro Martinez, Kevin Sullivan for US. Behind him, we have Courtois for Real Madrid, and behind him we have what looks like our auto. It is a snapshot. It's not an auto. It's a Samuel Lino for Atletico de Madrid in the silver and a spacer, which I think means we are due an auto in the last pack, I think, if my numbers are accurate. Max, appreciate you, mate. We have a blue John Ho Hyung for Korea, and behind that we have Leroy Sané for Germany, and behind Sané we have Freddie Lundberg for Sweden. That is sick. Sweden, who had Lundberg for Sweden? Brandon Ordish. Brandon, that is yours. Killer card. The Lundberg's sick. Behind him we have a couple of base. The Jeng Ho Kwong for Korea. The blue is unnumbered. Freddie in the silver. I think the silver's... You know what? I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm not going to say what I was about to say before I know. I thought it was numbered, but maybe not. Lunchboat's sick. City Churches is the same time as Perth. Nah, City Churches, we are half an hour behind Melbourne and Vic. So we're like 2 hours, 2.5 hours in front of Perth, I think it is. You're from Perth, mate. I actually really, really rate Perth. And I don't know if that's a compliment coming from someone who lives in Adelaide, but Perth is like one of my favorite little places to visit. I'm a outside of breaking, I'm a touring performer, and Perth is like one of my favorite cities to perform in. The Fringe Festival over there is killer. It's getting bigger every year as well. And also, my boy Ian Costley's there too. And his family, who I love just as much as I love Ian, it turns out. And I think they love me too. First off, we have Erling Haaland for Norway. Behind Haaland, we have a future Mark Gui for Chelsea. Behind him, we have tie-dye auto by the looks of things. So we'll get rid of the base first. Feels a big, thick boy. It is for United States. It is Carla Overbeck for USA Women's Others. One of the last spots to go as well. That is a sick little tie-dye. 11 of 25 for Burr. Yeah, I was very fortunate last time I was in Perth. I got picked up and taken to the airport by my my personal driver, Mr. Ian Costley, SCA. Keith, we're getting closer, mate. We're getting closer. We'll get there for you. I'll try my best. Well, you did have to wait. Okay. To be fair, you had to wait a little bit. It wasn't technically my fault, though, because my other driver didn't recognize me. Get rid of the face first. We have Erling Haaland for Man City this time. Donnarumma, for Italy. We have a Saka for England. Behind that, we have Weston McKennie for the USA, and another tie-dye. This time, it's Griezmann for Atletico de Madrid. Yeah, the tie-dyes are sick. Numbered 25. It's 23 of 25 this time. Thanks, Keith. Appreciate it, bro. Nice little tie-dye Griezmann. Gee, we'll just keep that one of the Dembele for now. Worth the wait, the free meal. Well, it wasn't, to be honest. I didn't offer a free meal. I was happy to pay. But you just coincidentally had to go to the bathroom when I was up there paying. We have a Savinho for Brazil in the red, white, and blue. Sick looking card. And a Luis Diaz in the pink for Liverpool. Behind him, we have Victor Boniface in the equalizers. We have a spacer and some base. Let's look at this pink. 43 of 59 for the Luis Diaz. Mate, I was going to say you definitely taught him well. He knew when to go. My brother's very good at disappearing as soon as the bill comes. He does it whenever we go out. He's always seemingly away. He has to go have a smoke or whatever it is as soon as the bill comes out. Every single time. The red, white, and blues are unnumbered. Ian, you can do this for me. Can you check the AFL scores? How's my Port boys looking? He's not really a smoker. He's not really a smoker. Phil Foden for England, followed by Jeremy Doku for Man City. Behind him, we have a Bex in the sideways, and behind him, we have blue. Waldemir Anton for Germany. And behind him, we have a Luka Modric in the unstoppable silver. He barely smokes. He seriously barely smokes. And then as soon as he comes home, maybe I bring him to smoke. But I also think it's maybe the bill that brings him to smoke, to be honest. Ian, when are more repacks coming? 6-1-52. I'm going to guess that's Port losing. Base Giovanni Di Lorenzo, Francesco Trincoa. We have a Samu Ajihowa, and behind him we have Nico O'Reilly, and then we have a silver Endrick for Brazil, first sighting of Endrick, and behind Endrick we have a nice little spacer. Hopefully a bit more Endrick. Poured up. Wait. Not that I'm surprised by that, but I am a little bit surprised by that, to be honest. I didn't expect we'd be doing that well tonight, but good to hear it. I saw Ben Stibbs, very fellow Port Adelaide fan, in the Whatnot chat before, which made me assume that we weren't doing so well. We have a Michael Elise. Behind that, we have a Victor Boniface again. We have a Saliba in the silver. Another camo. The camo looks sick in the white as well. Hugo Ekitike for Frankfurt. And behind that, we have an equalizers, Nicholas Jackson. Yeah, the camo looks killer in the white kits and the black kits, but that just, yeah, it's just a nice looking variant. Nice little Hugo. Oh, I spoiled it. I wasn't sure how we were going to go for case hits in this because I wasn't able to get the full case. I was able to get 12 loose boxes, but we are doing the thing. We have Jung Ho Hyung, followed by Cole Palmer for England, followed by a blue Dusan Vlahovic. Behind him, we have, I don't even know what that is. It's like a blue camo, and that is Luis Diaz for Liverpool. Behind Luis Diaz, we are doing the thing. We have a stained glass. Here we go. Winter Camp, Luis Diaz. Thank you, Ian. For England, Declan Rice in the stained glass. What a beautiful looking card. Oh, that just shines.
Bam.
Nice little Rice. Well done.
Thank you,
Who
GC, for
had
the boxes.
who had England Rice? Michael. Michael, that is yours, my friends. Let's get that one touch for you. Bang. That is a good sign for things to come, my friends. Nice little Rice killer. Whew. You love to see it, eh? You love to see when you get the card, you're not sure you're gonna hit, and then it comes, and it's a beauty. Winter camo, that was 2 of 30 for the Luis Diaz. What a pack that was. Was that mag technique better, was it, Ian? G2 taught me. See, to be fair, I haven't really had any lessons from anyone yet. I think the first time the guys ran me through anything was George yesterday. I was saying to him that literally the first time I broke was genuinely, all right, here's some cards. Good luck. I couldn't have fault you, but never been able to. Thanks. Pele in the base, followed by Nicholas Jackson. So I'll get the base from behind as well. Victor Gyökeres and Gerard Martin. And behind him, we have Nicholas Jackson for Chelsea and a red sideways Saka for England. Bang. Nice little Saka sideways. I couldn't fault you, but never, mate, appreciate you. Well, you seem to fault me a little bit when you couldn't pick me up on time, but outside of that, I think genuinely the thing about breaking, because I also have bought into breaks in the past and I love buying cards and buying into breaks. As someone who's like done that quite a lot before getting into it, I'm so cautious of everyone else's cards as well. And just, yeah, I'm trying my hardest. Your card, Shimmer Earthquake technique, we won't mention. Okay, I'll try my best to not do that anymore. Samuel Mbangalulu and Puli for USA. Followed by him, we have a red Norway Oscar Bob. Is that better, Ian? We have a Lamine Yamal future in the silver as well. Bang. And behind Yamal, we have a sideways patch. Sorry, it's an auto of Diego Dalot for AC Milan in the pitch side sig. In the purple, which is numbered 7 of just 49. Whew. My earthquake technique. All right. I'm going to do my best to not do that anymore for you, mate. I think it also isn't helping tonight. This is not an excuse, though it's going to sound like an excuse. That because I'm doing this weird HDMI thing tonight, which is a bit strange. Normally it's USB, or I've got a different USB cable, HDMI cable. The cable is like 20 centimeters out of the camera, which means that, as you can probably see when my right hand goes up, I'm going up quite a distance, bro. And it's like, it's cooked. It's actually I don't know what I was thinking. And my plan was in between breaks to fix it. And then whoever it was it Nico or someone, decided to not give me a second of rest and went straight into it. So my right forearm tonight is going to be killer. I'm in the left side one. 2 seconds. Oh yeah, let me have a look. We have Dusan Vlahovic and Johnny Cardoza for USA. Followed by him, we have an Omar Mamouche. And then we have a little bit of color. Sideways. Omar Mamouche again. Sideways, followed by, and that's got a massive bend in it. Pepe in the silver unstoppable too. Let's have a look at this card. First time I've done that. I'll fix it in a second. Goodness me. Yeah, there's a real curvature of that Mamouche. Might just, it's going to be hard to get it in a sleeve. I will put that in a top loader. Just give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to do it off cam just so I can get it properly. There we go. Get that in nice and tight. There we go. Yeah, it's still got that curve. Hopefully the top loader should fix that a little bit. First time with the wall falling down. That calls for Ian, was it you that made the walls for the other lads? I might need to slide into your DMs. What was I looking? The left side camo? This one? Should we look at? Was it the DS? It was 2 of 30. If there was something else, let me know. Oh, Ian. Ian, my friend. Normally it's not too bad, but tonight is a little bit tougher with the cam setup. We have a Frimpong, followed by Alvaro Morata for Spain. Another Frimpong, this time in silver, and Savinho, future silver Brazil. Following him, it's a thick little boy. Bernardo Silva patch. Nice little Bernardo Silva. Everything in this ship, Matt. As in shipping, you mean? It'll come out in the... I just did shipping last week, so it'll be the following one. But yes, if that's your question. Though, if you're int, you'd have to request it, I think, don't you? As in, it's the base ship. Yeah, I think it does for this. I haven't been told otherwise. So that probably means that I'll just leave it up for everyone, and yes is the answer. But yeah, I think it still does. We have a Timber Arsenal for the silver, a Saliba for the base, a Leonardo Trossard in the base, and Martinez also base. Declan Rice in the silver, followed by a spacer. Yeah, sorry, we do ship base in this. I think it was just the Prizm where we don't. Prizm, we don't ship base anymore for the 23-24. Sorry, I do understand that question. It's past 9:30 here, and brain's no good. Brain's no good, lads. And some would say, I'm going to say this before anyone else says it, some would say my brain's not good, even without the lateness. Box 3, sorry. Kicking us off with what feels like a relatively thick boy. Well, I spoiled the Jude. The Jude Bellingham camo is sick for Real Madrid, who has Real Madrid Jude Bellingham. I think it's in others, which is Luke Brown. And these orange cards are real sticky. I'm just going to be super careful with that. There we go. Lorenzo Toriano for AC Milan in the orange, which is numbered 60 of 75. We have a silver Aidan Morris, and behind that we have a Cole Palmer patch Chelsea with what looks like a couple of bits and pieces hanging off of it. Silver patch Cole Palmer. Not match worn. Bellingham. I said Bellingham, didn't I? Come on, mate. I know Jude Bellingham. There might be some names that I get wrong, but surely if I said Jude wrong, it's not because I don't know his name. It's because I can't talk like a human sometimes, bro. Jude was one of my goats in FIFA. 60 of 75. And the Jude Bellingham, Ian, you happy with that? Plays for Real Madrid. The camos are sick, man. I think you said before, the dark kits look great, but the white kits also look killer. You said Bellingham. Far out. 6 of 135. I said Bellingham. Oh dear. Dude, that's a brain fade. That's not a lack of knowledge, that one. I'll take all the others. I'm not taking that one. We have, what is happening? We keep getting doubles. We have a Vinny Jr. Oh, sorry, it's different. Rodrigo behind him. And then we have a Bradley Barcola for France. Then we have a Manuel Locatelli, and behind him we have KDB for Man City in the red. Ian, I am going to watch every single one of your streams so closely, and any single tiny slip up you make, my friend, is getting called out. But also, just like me, you're perfect, so it's never going to happen. Even when you make a mistake, it's not really your mistake. Alessandro Bastoni, Conrad Harder. Behind him, we have Thierry Henry in the sideways. Then we have a red Rodri for Man City, and equalizers, Federico Valverde. Yeah, a few of these cards they just have a nice little bend on them. So with any of these sorts of ones, I will make sure they're in a top loader for you as well. That should fix it. But yeah, I'm not sure why that's happened. The Rodri red is unnumbered. You won't have to say anything. You just be making it up with your magic editing. 100%. That's the best thing about me. I can not only do magic, but I also can use Premiere Pro. Well, I'm not, mate. I'm going to tell you. I am, as I said before, I'm so careful with all of your cards. Shipping takes me so long because I'm being so cautious of every single card of yours. Mikey Moore in the base. Following him, we have an Archie Gray, a couple of absolute goated rookies. Behind him, we have a red, blue, and white sideways. Randall Kolo Muani for France. And behind that, we are going green. We are going sideways. We are going thick. Enzo Fernandez. Look at that patch. That is filth. 5 of 5. Who has Argentino and who has Enzo Fernandez? Argentina, Fernandez, I think, goes to others. Daniel, that is one of the sickest patches I've seen. I especially love because those are my colors. That's a sick Enzo, man. 5 of 5. That's probably that will go in a one touch, but I'm just gonna make sure that these cards that are coming out of these packs are just nice and straight before I do that. That one actually looked okay. I think the thing. Sorry, I probably should fix these other cards first and reveal what this tie-dye was. I got too excited. It is a Federico Valverde for Real Madrid, 20 of 25. I got too excited by that patch, boys. Nice little Federico. We've got a couple of nice little tie-dyes so far. Now we can get on to the next pack. This is, fortunately for me, slightly half open now. Did half a job. We have a Pulley in the base. Following Pulley, we have Jeng Ho Hyong for Korea, Federico Valverde for Real Madrid. Then we have a red, white, blue of Erling Haaland. And behind Haaland, we have Francesco Camarada for AC Milan. Again, I'm just going to make sure that these hits are in a top loader because, yeah, this box just has a slight bend on all the cards for some reason. I like how your wall was more like a stepping stone pathway because it's a little bit all over the place. It's because I can't really reach too far, Ian. That's the issue. So, like, that's kind of as far as my arm goes. And I don't really want to step up. I don't want to stand up because I'm in a comfy, nice little chair. Marc-Andre Ter Stegen, for Germany, followed by Samuel Mambangula and Giovanni Quenda for Sporting. Behind him, we have a red, white, blue Niklas Fogberg and an Antonio Nusa for Norway in the camo. Yes, I just said Norway. And I certainly know that Norway exists as a country. So I think it's now, this is, I can blame it on the time rather than my lack of knowledge at this point. Nice little camo, which is 55 of 135. I agree. Yeah, see, this is the thing. This is the thing. I'm happy I said Norway because that just proves that it is not, it's not my knowledge. Or maybe it is. I think it's just my speech impediment, bro. I find it easier to keep one monotone and not roll any letters. Just one monotone. We have some bass, Musa Yazan, followed by Kai Havertz for Arsenal, Theo Hernandez for France in the blue, and behind that we have a Santiago Jimenez for the Unstoppable, and behind that we are going purple thick boy. Or this way, sorry. Who is that? Trinity Rodman for the USA patch auto. Rodman was Brad Cooper. Brad, that is sick. I am 4 of 49. Let's get that in a one touch for which I think will be, what's that, like 130, I reckon. Ian, unfortunately, I feel like the rolling of the letters, it's part of the reason why I struggle with the words, but also it's part of the reason why sometimes I feel like I get away with some poor pronunciation because I roll the letter nonetheless. I'm eating Pop-Tarts, watching penguins punch platypuses. Okay. I'm not sure what to do with that information. A few backs to go. Come on, I'm sharp as hell when it's 5:31. Keith, you're up at the bright hour where the mind is ticking. The mind's good to go. I'm just a baby boy who needs his beauty sleep. Giovanni Di Lorenzo, followed by Francisco Trincao. Rodrigo Brazil in the sideways, followed by Cody Gakpo and a silver Nico Schlotterbeck. Trinity is no Tracy Noonan. My friend Jack can help you with the names. Ali, please. I feel like I have plenty of help in the chat. Help and maybe a little bit of hindrance. Bit of both. The good thing is we have an Erling Haaland, Man City, a Gianluca Donnarumma, followed by Keenan Yildiz, and then we have a sideways silver Diego Maradona for Argentina, and Kylian Mbappe in the silver equalizers. A couple of nice boys to finish that pack. I sometimes will stream like some random games and stuff as well. So I think because of that, I have a little bit of experience with getting shit on the internet. So it does definitely help a little bit with my self-esteem when it comes to jumping on stream and reading out names for you all. We have a Pedri in the base, followed by Andre for Brazil. Following him, we have a Kobe Manu for England, and then we have Jonathan Tah and a silver Marlon Fossey for USA, the RC. One pack to go of box 3, then we are halfway. Hope the pace is okay, friends. What if I do... No, that doesn't really help, does it? We have a Michael Olise, followed by Victor Boniface. Following Victor, we have Jamal Musiala for Germany. Oh, battery's gone again. 2 seconds. I will fix that. There wasn't. Why are these batteries going tonight, G? G's gone to sleep. But these batteries have normally lasted me an entire night and a half of breaking. So I'm sorry, lads. don't know if maybe it's because we're doing HDMI tonight instead of USB. Sorry, lads. We are back. Silent. I did, man. They've all been charged. Hey, I literally have a I'll show you. Like this is attached to my computer as I stream. So that's the battery. Another one. I've got 3 batteries. One in the camera, one before. So I don't know. Very strange. Let me just get that back on. Yeah, very strange. Normally, as I said, I've like literally had them running like 3 streams before, and it's been totally fine. I think I went through this pack, but just in case I didn't, and you didn't get them all, we have a Yamal Musiala followed by a Vinny Jr. in the base, a Gerard Martin in the silver RC for Barca, followed by a nice thick boy, a Victor Boniface, and Michael Olise. That wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. And to be fair, this was George that sent me this, so George was the one. You can blame George. 3 boxes to go. Gonna move a few of these back. Now I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous about my batteries, and I'm also very worried that G2's gone to bed.
I haven't. I'm still here.
Okay, good. Do you have a with your batteries, G? Do you have like just batteries, or do you have them on like charge, like a little like fake battery thing, or what do you do?
Yeah, so I've got 3 batteries, and I just rotate them. I've got like a little charger thing that I can just leave plugged in all the time.
Huh.
So I always have 2 charging, and then obviously using one.
When do you know? Are you using USB or HDMI? Like when you're streaming?
USB, yeah, USB.
Okay. William Gomez, a Lua, a Diego Maradona in the base, followed by a Chris Furich, and behind him we have a silver Nicola Barella in the sideways. Yeah, that could be maybe it, because I didn't have the issue the other day when streaming via USB. Tonight's the first night doing HDMI, so maybe that's it.
My camera dies constantly though. It does not hate it.
Yeah, it's not great. I'm contemplating changing to USB just for these last ones, but we should be able to get through, hopefully. Omar Mamouche for Frankfurt, followed by Nico Williams in Spain. A base, Alexander Isaac, followed by a red for France, Marcus Thurman, and unstoppable KDB in the silver. Check if you have a fast charging port to USB. Use a Mac and USB. It's super fast. It's interesting. So when I do my little like game streams and stuff, I don't have any issues because I have like a fake battery. But I think there might be issues with running that on these. Enzo Fernandez, followed by a Mike McGain, followed by a Christopher Nkunku. Then we have a sideways Leandro Trossard, and then our camo is Marlon Fossey for USA, who is starting to turn up a bit. Yeah, have like it's like a fake battery which just plugs into the wall, and it's so good. It's so good. So I might have to have a look to see if I can make that work on my setup here. What do you mean by fake battery? Camera runs of tears? No, it's like it's a fake battery. So it's just like the outer case of a battery basically, and it so it means the camera thinks it has a battery, but it actually doesn't. Lisandro Martinez, followed by a red, white, blue Morata for Spain, followed by a Phil Foden, England. That is sick. Followed by Leroy Sane in the silver, and then a thick boy, Destiny Udogie for Italy in the auto killer. Nice little Destiny Udogie. It's a so basically how it works, it's like a the camera recognizes it as a battery, but it actually isn't. It has like a cable hanging out of it, which you plug into the wall. So therefore, it just constantly is charging this fake battery thing, and the camera runs off of the wall power. Nice little doggy. Oh, okay, no worries. Well, I think I explained it pretty well as well, to be fair. So for those that didn't know what it is, they now know. And you now know why my camera has died a few times tonight, because I don't have one of those on this setup. But sorry, lads, if I've missed anything, or if the camera stuff's caused any questions about what was in a pack, just let me know. I can go back and show you. Philly Foden was 22 of 75. And the red, white, blue Alvaro Morata. We have Kevin Sullivan for USA, followed by Lionel Messi, Enzo Fernandez. Then we have Andreas Schlotterup for Benfica, and behind that we have a Martin Odegaard. Definitely said Andreas' name hilariously wrong. We have a Waldemir Anton, Marlon Fossi, a Mose Keane in the red for Italy, a Franco Israel, and a Lamine Yamal. Probably one of our first sightings of Lamine. Would certainly love to see him a little bit more. Where are you heading for breakfast after this? The camera shop to get a new battery is where I'll be heading. We have a Kobe Manu for red for England, followed by a Aurelien Tchouameni in the Unstoppable, followed by a Patch Jamal Musiala for Germany, and some base. Nice little patch for Musiala. Were you just inviting yourself for a free breakfast again, Ian? Nice little Musiala. Rafael Leao, followed by Victor Govares for Sweden, Florian Wirtz in the camo, followed by a spacer and some base. Sorry, I'm actually going to try to speed up just a little bit more, just in case this battery runs into any issues. Start the car. Thanks, mate. How's my port boys looking? We have a Lua in the silver, followed by Oscar Bob for Norway, followed by a future Alexandra Pavlovich for Germany, Wansang for Korea, and Ethan Nweri for Arsenal. Max, I'll try not to speed up too much, but I might need to speed up just a tiny little bit, just so my just in case the battery dies. I don't want to end up on Reddit, Max. I don't want to end up on Reddit, bro. We have a blue Edison for Man City, followed by a pink of the Ethan Waneri for Arsenal. That is sick. And we have a green Julian Alvarez patch. That is sick. That is Jeremy Coe, another killer patch for Argentina. This one is 3 of just 5. Argentina going off. That one I will be getting in a mag immediately. Nice little break for Argentina across the spot so far. Oof. my wall is getting closer and closer to me. it's getting big. I might have to take a few cards off at some point. The Waderi is 19 of 59. The Edison is just an unnumbered blue. Those patches. Those patches are so sick. I am incredibly jealous. Next up, we have a Trent Alexander-Arnold, followed by Antonio Rudiger for Germany. We have another patch, not as nice this time, but it is Marcus Thuram for Inter Milan. Then a couple of base behind him. It's amazing the difference between the patches of a nice little black napkin compared to those sick Argentina patches. Last pack of box 4, Rodrigo de Paul, followed by a camo. Ethan Nwaneri again for Arsenal. Sick. He is coming out the last couple of packs. Matteo Retugai, followed by some base. Actually, Nwaneri was one of the dudes who, I'm probably saying it wrong, but I did watch a video of how to pronounce his name before the stream. I'll be honest. My poor YouTube algorithm is going to just be non-stop how to say words. 2 boxes to go. Nice little break so far. Case hit Rice. 2 greens to 5. Let's see what more there is. First up, we have Enzo Fernandez in the silver, followed by a Giacomo Raspadori for Italy. Then we have... we go bang. Kylian Mbappe, Real Madrid, patch auto, bang.
Oh, boy.
Bang.
Go on, Mbappe.
That is sick. Who has Mbappe? Andre Kosomo. That is sick. And I mentioned you today, my good friends. I was like, dude, I just someone bought the Mbappe spot. That is sick. Go on. I am so glad we hit that for you, dude. That is that is a sick card. Let me get that in a one touch for you, dude. Go on. Wowie. Kylian Mbappe, welcome to the top 5 hits of the week. I'm there, finally. I've done it. Look at this. This wall. This wall. It's getting close to me, but it's getting sick. It's getting sick. This product. Sheesh. And guys, the best thing about this, I mean, we've had what? That's a case hit auto. We've had 2 to 5s. We've had a case hit. These are loose boxes, so there is a chance. There is a chance. Phil Foden, Rodrigo de Paul, followed by a Corbin Albert for USA, followed by a couple of base. There's a chance we hit more than 1 case hit, depending on the luck of these boxes. But I mean, so far it's looking pretty good. The hits are on the wall. What are you talking about? The hits are here. The hits are there. 1 of 75 for the Rodrigo de Paul. We have a Hugo Ekitegi, followed by a Maximilian Arunjo, followed by Granit Xhaka, and then we have some base. At the back, because I can't, dude, that's as far as I can reach, bro. We are getting a wall for me, and that'll be okay. Emad, the issue is tonight, brother. I'll show you a photo of my setup after. We have a red, white, blue Weston McKennie, followed by another camo Jenny Katomo, this time for Sporting, and a couple of base. The issue tonight is just my cable. My HDMI cable has caused me all hell. Nice little McKennie. Whew. But yes, Emad, your advice is well and true. We have a red, white, blue bully. Followed by him, we have a Luka Modric in the unstoppable silver, a couple of base behind him, and then we have what looks to be a purple patch, Hugo Larsson for Sweden. Who does that? That goes to Jackson. 18 of 49. I'm scared to move. I'm scared to spend more time doing things for you lads tonight because these batteries. Otherwise, I'd move the wall for you right now if I thought the camera was going to last forever. Keith, so many camos, man. That's yours, Keith. Bang. Was that yours? I thought Larson was Jackson. Might be wrong. Sang Hyun Long for Korea, followed by Julian Alvarez for the red, white, blue for Argentina. Following him, we have another camo, this time Cole Palmer for Chelsea. We have some base. Henrik Larsson is the spot. Sweden covers that one. Okay, sorry. Oh, that was Henrik Larsson. Sorry. My mistake, friends. Yunus Musa for USA, followed by a pink Tchouaméni for France, followed by a silver Savinho for Brazil, and then some base behind Savinho. Yeah, sorry, that was a different Larsson. $14 of 59. Sorry if you can hear my dog clip-clapping around the moment. Yeah, sorry. I think I just saw Larson. Didn't realize. Nico Williams for Spain in the silver, followed by one of those winter camos. We'll get to that in a second. Behind Nico was that camo. It is Mark Bernal for FC Barcelona. And behind that, we have Enzo Fernandez in the honeycomb. Killer. Honeycombs look sick. Unnumbered the honeycombs, but they are a nice little short print, I think. Those little clip claps of that dog. The mark was 22 of 30. Give me a second, Keith. I'll have a quick look for you, mate. It was Hugo Larsson. Sorry, so that definitely is, it was Henry Larsson. So Hugo Larsson is the others. Sorry, Keith. Didn't mean to miss you, my friends. Next up, we have Rodri for Spain, followed by Mike Maignan, followed by Andre again in the red, white, and blue. And then we have a Declan Rice and more base. 3 packs to go of the second to last box. Trent Alexander-Arnold for England, followed by Song Yong-ki in the silver, followed by dual patch, Danny Namoso and a Dennis Gall for FC Porto. There's too many Larsons. Emmanuel Locatelli and a Franco Kovic. Too many of the Larsons in Sweden and too many on the checklist for me to misjudge. 2 more packs to go of box 5. Sweden needs more last names. Correct, Keith. Correct. At least I can say Larson nice and easy. We have Ricardo Calafore, followed by Kevin Sullivan, Alejandro Grimaldo, followed by Enzo Fernandez in the red spacer, and Jeremy Doku at the back. Last pack of box 5. 1 more box to come. Come on, battery. Cole Palmer in the silver, base. Marcos Thurman for France. A Victor Boniface in the silver equalizers. Gerard Martin and Phil Foden as our base. 1 box to go. Keith, you and I both, my friend. You and I both. Mainly me causing you confusion, mate. Okay, I can now see what you guys are saying about this wall. This wall is hilariously close to me. Apologies. Empty box. Last box. Let's get some last box mojo. Ooh, this feels thick. Mallory Swanson for USA, followed by a Messi in the silver, sideways, followed by a Gavi. Behind Gavi, we have Theo Hernandez for France, a spacer, and Federico DiMarco. I think our weekly dinners just arrived. Very excited. We have a silver Christian Pulisic. I'm just going to show the base before we get to what's behind them. We have a Savinho for Brazil, a Dominic Suzbozlai, which is what I added the ski to the other night, sorry. A Christian Pulisic in the silver, and following that we have another camo. This time it is Nico Williams for Spain in the camo, bang. And following him, we have a future Francesco Camarada for AC Milan. The Nico Williams camo, sick. That is 125 of 135. Nice little Nico. Put that on my hilariously out of shape wall. This is why I don't build houses, guys. I do magic and open cards. We have a Endrick for Madrid, followed by a Marcus Thurman for France. Silver Santiago Jimenez for the Unstoppable. Then we have a Moses Keane for the auto for Italy, and Alex Jimenez. Nice little Moses Keane. I think the dog just put himself to bed as well, which is always a nice little sign that we're coming to the end of the night. Here we go. Come on. Kicking us off with a Leandro Trossard for Arsenal, followed by a Florin Balogun for USA. We have another green before we get to that. Heung-min Son in the base, and another base behind him. Aurelien Tchouameni, a green. We've done well so far. It's sideways this time. This time it is Mike Maignan for France in the snapshots. That is 4 of 5. Again, it sort of has a slight little bend on it. Some of these cards are just coming out just a little bit bent. Chuck it in a one touch for you once I actually put it to ship, but for now I'll just chuck it in a top loader for you to sort Hopefully fixes that bend a little bit. Kicking us off with a Pedri for Spain and a Griezmann in the base. Following them, we have a Sang Hyun Lee. Future stars of the Martin Fernandez for Porto and Vangelis Palvides in the base. 7 packs to go, I think. Kicking us off with Anthony Alanga for Sweden. Following him, we have a Harry Kane for England. Following Harry, we have a Nicolo Savona, a Samuel Mambuguela for the silver for Juve, and Lautaro Martinez in the base. Yeah, it looks like 6 packs to go, including this one. We have a Rose Lavelle for USA, kicking us off, followed by Erling Haaland for Norway, Alejandro Grimaldo for Bayern, a Federico Valverde for Real Madrid, and Nicola Barella in the base. We have Alisson Becker for Liverpool, followed by Caio Santos for Frankfurt in the blue. Following that, we have a pink, it looks like a pink auto for Juve. No, sorry, it's not an auto. It's just a pink Andrea Cambiaso for Juve and a Yourself Fofana for Milan. Another sick patch. That is why I thought there was an auto, because that is a thick boy and that is a juicy patch, especially for one that's unnumbered. Just a silver Fofana. Two of 59 and Caio Santos in the blue. Four packs to go. Kicking us off with Arda Güler, followed by Kai Havertz for Arsenal. Following that, we have Maximilian Araujo, and then we have another base, Gonçalo Inacio, and Won Sung for Korea in the red. 3 packs to go. I have not been able to keep track of the autos and the patches in this last box, so don't actually know what's to come, but there's a thick boy here, I think. Moise Kean for Italy, followed by Emmanuel Locatelli for Italy. Following that, we have Aidan Morris for USA. Following Aidan, we have a Pedri, Spain in the purple. 31 of 49 for Pedri. Sick looking card. Would like a nicer patch, but to be honest, the red and the purple there looks pretty killer, to be fair. Daz, I have a couple of tats, mate. I have on my left arm, it's like it's a Phoenix sleeve from Final Fantasy. And then on the right-hand side, it's another Final Fantasy sleeve. The Brothers, which is a power, like a monster in Final Fantasy 8. Had to think about that for a second. 2 like minotaurs, basically. We have Ethan Wanieri, followed by a Rodri for Spain. Following him, we have Jin Kyu Kim in the silver. Another camo, Gonçalo Inacio for Sporting. We have a spacer and a base. Really? I mean, they're not, but they just, it's maybe because like the camo kind of camouflages in, but the camos just feel a little bit thicker. I don't know. Maybe that's just my brain doing funny things, but it feels a little bit strange. Last pack of the night. Let's freaking go. Darren, not tonight, mate. We did all NBA tonight on on whatnot tonight. Let's go before this camera dies. We have Mohamed Salah for Liverpool in the base, followed by Archie Gray in the sideways. Then we have, or you do have a camo on the last pack. We'll save that. Alejandro Garnacho. Following him, we have a silver equalizers. Sophia Wilson. Behind Archie, last card of the night, Manchester City. Savinho in the camouflage. Nice little camo to end the break. To end the break, kind of where we sort of started, which is a whole bunch of camos tonight. They were everywhere in this break. Camos, but also some big case hits. To kick us off, let's go through over the wall. We have Savinho for the camo, followed by Nico Williams for Spain in the camouflage. Following him, we had a Waneri for Arsenal, Marlon Fossey for USA, and Antonio Nusa for Norway in the camouflage. Where do we go next? Oh, a couple more camos over here. I think we have the Jude Bellingham, or Bellinghat, whatever I said before. Then we have a Luis Diaz in the winter camo. Not only did we get a lot of camo tonight, did get a lot of these bad boys. Federico Valverde, also Antonio Griezmann, and a Dembele. Nice little cards. We then have the auto, also the Carlo Overbeck. Nice little auto. Where do we go? Let's go here. Musa Keane for Italy and a Freddie Lundberg for Sweden in the silver autos. Then we have the Destiny, you doggy, over here. Nice little card too for Italy. We have the purple pitch side, Diego Dalot for AC Milan. Oh, where do we go? Let's go over here. Trini Rodman with the purple patch auto. What a beautiful autograph too. Then, well, that's not a bad wall to end, to be fair. Where do we begin? 2 to 5s. Julian Alvarez with a nasty, nasty patch. But speaking of nasty patches, we'll get this in a one touch, but Enzo Fernandez in the patch, one of the sickest patches I've seen. 2 big boys. The Declan Rice stained glass, nice stained glass for England. My favorite card of the break. Patch auto, Julian Mbappe. What a sick card. Thanks, friends, for sticking around. Thanks, friends, for your patience. What a night. Thank you, G2.
Thanks, folks. More breaks tomorrow. Bye.